Nodiana binti Muhammad Kusha Ali, and my matrix number is 192097. So today we are going to discuss about the movie Up. This movie is a 2009 American animated film. It is produced by Pixar Animated Studios and released by Walt Disney's Pictures. This movie is directed by Peter Docter and produced by Jonas Rivera. It is a movie regarding an elderly man and an earnest young boy wilderness explorer about their journey all the way to South America with their floating house. The house is tied with thousands of balloons. The movie is also co-directed by Bob Peterson, and the music used throughout the whole movie are composed by Michael Giacchino. This movie contains sad, happy, love, family, and funny expressions. The genre of this movie Up is comedy adventure. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Anisha with entry number 192370. So I will explain more about the car. So in 1940, 9-year-old car Bredesen idolized famous explorer Charles Mans. One day, Cars befriends a girl named Ellie, also a Mans fan. She confides to Car her desires to move her house, an abandoned house in the neighborhood, to a cliff overlooking Paradise Falls. Cars and Ellie grew up and they married each other. But they didn't have a kid because Ellie had miscarriage. So both of them decide to realize their dream of visiting Paradise Falls. But Ellie died and only Car can conquest the dream. Years later, Car still lives in the house, stubbornly holding out while the neighborhood's homes are torn down and replaced by skyscrapers. Car resolves to keep his promise to Ellie by turning his house into a makeshift airship using thousands of helium balloons. Russell, a young scout who visited Car in his effort to earn his final merit badge for assisting the elderly, becomes his companion. So they went through adventure together to arrive to Paradise Falls. Russell encounters a tall, colorful, flightless bird whom he names Kevin. During the adventure, Car left Kevin and made Russell angry. And then Car looks through Ellie's childhood scrapbook and is surprised to find that she has filled in the blank pages with photos of their marriage, along with a note thanking him for the adventure and encouraging him to go to have a new one. Then he realized he needs Russell in his life to have a new adventure. The repentant Car goes outside only to see Russell sailing off with some balloons and the propulsive leaf blower to try to rescue Kevin. By throwing out his furniture and keepsakes, Car managed to lighten the house enough. After reuniting Kevin with her chicks, Car and Russell fly the house back to the city. Car presents Russell with his final badge, a grape soda cap that Ellie gave to Car when they first met. Meanwhile, Car's house has landed on the cliff beside Paradise Falls, fulfilling his promise to Ellie. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif Lukman B. Afandi from Group 56. I will do summary for Up. Carl Fredrickson is a little boy and a dreamer who idolizes the adventurer Charles Moon. When he meets Ellie, who also worships Moon, they become close friends. However, Charles Moon falls into disgrace, accused of forging the skeleton of the monster of Paradise Falls. He travels in his blimp to South America to bring the monster back alive, but is never seen again. Eventually, Carl grows up and marries Ellie. They promise each other that they would travel together to Paradise Falls and build their house there. Many years later, Alice dies and Carl, who's lonely, refuses to move from their house despite the offer of the owner of a construction company. When Carl accidentally hits a worker that damages his mailbox, he is sentenced to move to the retirement home. However, he used many balloons to float his house in order to travel to Paradise Falls. Adventure ensues. Thank you.
And my next number is 194772. So today I will share about the main character in our movie. So the main character in Up is Carl Fredrickson. The voice was played by Ed Asner. So Carl Fredrickson is the protagonist in Up. He also appeared in Dark Special Mission as a supporting character and in George and AJ as a minor character. In 1939, a 9-year-old Carl Fredrickson was a shy, quiet boy who idolized a renowned explorer named Charles F. Muntz. One day, Carl befriended an adventurous tomboy girl named Ellie, who is also a Muntz fan. She confided to Carl her desire to move her clubhouse, which is an abandoned house in the neighborhood, to a cliff overlooking Paradise Falls, and makes him promise to help her. Carl and Ellie eventually got married and grew old together in the restored house, working in a zoo as a balloon vendor and zookeeper respectively. But they are unable to have children, so they repeatedly pool their savings for a trip to Paradise Falls, but end up spending it on more pressing needs. After Ellie's death, Carl has become lonely, cranky, and bitter. He misses his wife terribly. Carl has the typical stubborn character of a man his age, but deep down he is a kind person, but he has his limits in passions and tempers. So, what is your opinion about the movie?
Good evening. My name is Ahmad Nasruddin bin Mazlan. My metric number is 176578. We are reviewing a movie called Up. It's a animated 3D movie, and therefore the cast in this movie is mainly voice actors. We do not have actual cast in this movie. As the previous speaker had mentioned about Carl Frederick, voice played by Ed Asner, and is also great at being a voice actor. And secondly, we have Russell, which is a deuteragonist of Up, and he is voiced by Jordan Nagai. And a brief information about Russell. Russell is an overweight 6-year-old wilderness explorer. And Russell was missing the elderly wilderness patch, the last one to put him in the rank of senior wilderness explorer. For Jordan Nagai, being a voice actor for Russell, he did the job very well in being the voice actor for this character, which fits the.
Okay, hi, my name is Muhammad Ashraf. My metric number is 194 So my opinion about this movie is it is funny, adventurous, and nevertheless than an entertaining movie. We can see that this movie can change our emotion when we see its final visual of Carl walking away from Ellie's castle. It may be the saddest things you will see in the movie. So this movie also show to the audience that people dreams never end. we can achieve our dream with determination. The movie because when we see car, he has a dream that going on journey to South American to see the wild of it. He buys thousands of balloons just to attach to his house to float it. If we think by our head that that thing is very hard to make, but with determination of car, he buys thousands of balloons, helium balloons to float his house. So sudden when he is in the journey to the South America, suddenly he is not alone, and somebody at the door while flying. It's a boy. It's called Kid named Russell. He invites the boy with him on the journey to South America. So, what can I say about this movie? It is just brilliant and simple storytelling, beautiful visual, as awesome voice work, and funny. We can see smart dialogue, beautiful score, and very enjoyable character. Speaking of character, you can see many characters that such as robot dog that will have you simply one of the funniest character in the up. So I recommend to people who have not watched this movie, who have especially they that love and explore an adventurous thing, to watch this movie. It can learn you, it can teach you many things.
Hello and very good evening to all of you. So my name is Muhammad Iqbal Hakim and my metric number is 192234. So today I will be giving you an opinion about movie Up. Okay, so as success follows success for animation powerhouse Pixar, the pressure to maintain the streak must be phenomenal. Will the next film be the one that stumbles, the one that breaks stride? No one need to worry. However, about Up, Pixar's stance and latest effort is not only good, it's one of the Pixar's best. Some films are an obligation to write about Up is the purest pleasure. Top films such as Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monster Inc., and Wall-E are tough to compete with. Director and co-screenwriter Pete Docter, a Pixar veteran who had credit in all those films, was able to push Up into the pantheon. He did it by letting his imagination file away. Working with co-director and co-writer Bob Peterson, Doctor came up with the idea of cranky 78-year-old Carl Fredricksen, voiced by Esner, floating off two parts unknown when his house get hoisted into the air by easily 20,622 helium balloons. Try pitching the idea to your agent. But what makes Up stand out is not just that core concept, but what the Pixar team has been able to do with it. Rarely has any film, let alone animated one, powered by the logic of dream and fantasy, been able to move so successfully and so effortlessly through so many different kind of cinematic territory. Because Up is a Pixar film, it's given that it's going to be clever and playful. But Up also has the high. There's also the wordless visual magic of that floating balloon powerhouse, as well as truly wacky sense of humor involving a pack of dogs equipped with high-tech collars that turn their classically canine into the words. As if all this wasn't enough, Up also generates emulation. It does so by dealing unapologetically with one of the Hollywood's last and most persistent taboos. All people instead of clean Eastwood type senior citizen who is fitter than people half his age. Up gives us a man who uses a walker and can handle stats but still manage to be heroic when it counts. And Up's multi-minute montage of the long married life of Carl and his wife Ellie is a small charm that will stay with you for a lifetime. Before we get to the old man, however, we meet the young boy he outgrew. Young Carl is introduced in the movie. Later, watching a new thrill of his hero, the great South American explorer and adventurer Charles F. Muntz, voiced by Christopher Plummer, a dashing sword giving to piloting his own dirigible to such exotic locales as South America's Paradise Fall. On the way home, Carl runs into a fast, irresistible, gap-toothed girl named Ellie, wonderful Ellie Doctor, the narrator's daughter, is enamored of months and his adventure is out there. Motto as Carl is happy to bask in her energy not only for the day but for a lifetime. The bulk of our however take place after Ellie's death, with Carl as contemporary white over with brush hair roll over square black glasses and inspiration. He's also alone now, not only emotionally but also physically. The little house he and Ellie shared is totally surrounded by enormous modern high-rise development.
Is Farafika bin Shafi'i. My matrix number is 192378. One of the moral values that I have learned from this movie is this movie teaches me that life is all about the next step. After Carl and Ellie got married, they had a very happy life together until they lost their child. Instead of living forever, they moved on to rediscover their passion for adventure which had united them in the first place. Due to certain misfortunes, they were unable to begin their journey to Paradise Falls and Ellie succumbs to a disease. But Carl sets out to fulfill Ellie's dream along with Russell and in the process almost loses his house that he had held so close to in memory of Ellie. In anger, he refuses to help Russell and Doug. Later, when he opens Ellie's adventure book again, he sees that Ellie had found her greatest adventure in her life with Carl and she died happily without any regrets. This liberates Carl from the feeling that he had failed his love. He then happily agrees to help Russell, Doug and Kevin. So the second moral value that I have learned is life is also about valuing relationships and people. Right from Carl and Ellie's marriage to Ellie's death, life has been a pleasant ride for these two lovebirds. We see that they give up their dream of adventure to be with each other, to share a happy life, take care of one another and grow old together. So that's all from me.
Hello, my name is Nabila and my metric number is 193192. Today I'm going to talk about the moral values that I learned from the movie that we are doing, Group 56, which is the movie Up. So the first moral value that I learned from this movie is don't give up on your dreams. Carl and Ellie, which is the two main characters, have been dreaming to live in Paradise Falls. Unfortunately, Ellie passed away and this made Carl really sad. But even though Ellie has passed, Carl still continued his dreams to live in Paradise Falls. So he tried his best to make his house fly to Paradise Falls. Carl also taught me that you are never too late or you are never too old for your dreams. Even though Carl was old and weak, he still continued to go to Paradise Falls because it has been his lifelong dream with his wife Ellie. The next thing that I learned from this movie is reaching a goal can be better than anticipated. For example, Russell, which is the boy in this movie, his initial goal was to just get a badge for helping an old person. But instead, he got more than just a badge. He got an adventure with Carl, he got a new friend, and also he still managed to get the badge that he needed. Next is love and cherish people that are around you. In this movie, Carl and Ellie really show that they are a very loving couple until the end. And this teaches me to be a loving person and to love deeply and truly. Ellie's passing also taught me a really great thing, which is life is short. So we need to cherish people that surround us and we need to appreciate the people that is around us. Thank you. That's all from me.
Hi, my name is Nur Aina Nalira, 195402. So I'm going to share with you about the comments I'm going to see right So, this movie will probably be one of my collection because I am kind of like so picky when picking up movie, but this movie was so good. It centered about relationship. The annoying little boy and the grumpy old man change each other attitude after they encounter in danger because of the floating house from the balloon. It's so kind of like imaginary things, but that was so good. And from that incident, so that's how their problems get resolved, and their story was the story they told each other about the story. So they expressed their feeling well. I got a kick out of the dogs, how they talked. It was so right on funny. This is the movie I recommend to bring your kids or your preteens because it was so good and nothing bad about it. The story just seemed more realistic and down to earth, even though it was a story about a floating house with balloons. I hope that makes sense. The only thing that I would caution is that younger kids might be scared of the dogs, the talking dogs, bad talking dogs, and their crazy owner, the old grumpy man, and the perils that happen in the air at one point.